to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Bowls Australia and powered by Drinkwise and Aero Bowls. We are continuing our coverage of the BPL21 competition in February at Moama, and after seeing the Gold Coast Hawks advance last week, this week we witnessed the newly formed Geelong Jets team take on one of the league's powerhouses in the Melbourne Pulse. Val, a Herculean task for the first-timers in Geelong to get past the Melbourne Pulse here today if they are to do so, but we get to see a Victorian rivalry.
Well, yeah, we do, and I'm really excited for this because the Melbourne Pulse, they're a three-time champion. They've won one event in Moama. It was the previous event, so they'll be looking to, get themselves right back into the finals mix. Ellen Fife back for her first event in, God knows how long after having a baby. So great to see her back. Looking forward to this contest, especially with how good the Jets are playing.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this one. And of course, we are here all thanks to our Aero Bowls and their Actuality logo. You can personalise your set of Aero Bowls with any logo you wish. Aero's patented process prints onto your bowls permanently in full colour. So be sure to visit Aero Bowls and get your hands on these premium bowls. Let's open with some of the news from across the bowls world. This is all thanks to OMF. Better sleep, better performance every match, every day. And Bowls Victoria have honoured their state's best bowlers and volunteers at the recent Bowls Victoria Awards Night. Names including Sam Atkinson, Matthew O'Brien, Akasha Fortune and Kobe Cromie were awarded Bowler of the Year awards, but the event also celebrated individuals and clubs that make a positive impact into the sport of bowls every day, Val, and I know you're privy to seeing this firsthand.
Yeah, there's plenty of those around Victoria, that's for sure, and you can have a look at all of those winners at the Bowls Victoria website, but there are so many little clubs around Melbourne, and you see, we went to Fairfield recently, and that's just a one green club in the back streets of Fairfield behind Station Street, and it's awesome. It's really awesome. It's just salt of the earth people. They're just humble. They just want to grow their club, and it's amazing to see. And well done to all the award winners as well, and Kobe Cromie and Akasha Fortune, two young stars of the game, and looking forward to seeing how they develop in the future. Yeah,
one of the things that Bowls does really well is really engaging with the community. So great that they can be celebrated on the Bowls Victoria Awards Night. As we move on, it's time for Have You Heard? All thanks to Audica. Be hearing healthy with Audica. What have you got for us this week, Val?
Yeah, the Australian Indoor Championships, Jordan, that starts next month from August 11 to 14 at Club Tweed. So really looking forward to this. And this is a really good feeder event for the World Bowls Indoor Championships that we saw earlier this year with Jack McShane taking the gold medal in the men's singles. So it's a really good breeding ground for players to get that international experience and take home a world title. If you win this one, you're no slouch. So it's an amazing event. Get to Club Tweed if you can. They make their own pies and sausage rolls in-house, Jordan.
Really?
They've got a bakery downstairs. It's genuinely unreal.
I do like a good homemade sausage roll.
Yep.
Very nice.
They are unreal, so would highly recommend.
There you go, a little incentive to get along. Let's get stuck into today's feature match on the Bowl Show as we relive all the action from the 21st edition of the BPL in February, and we move into the semi-final stage of the competition as the Geelong Jets take on the Melbourne Pulse in Geelong's debut final. Val, the lineups please, all thanks to Right at Home. Right at Home, Australia's premier in-home care provider.
Yeah, it's 1v2, Jordan, and it's Aaron Wilson, Jamie Lee Warsnop and Paul Foster, MBE, if you don't mind, up with their coach, Matty Flapper, up against the Melbourne Pulses, Gary Kelly, Barry Lester, Ellen Five, their coach, Jeremy Henry, and I love the touch there, bringing out their junior BPL challenge winning side. So an amazing initiative there from the Pulse.
A couple of legends to take to the green in our coverage of the BPL21 semi-final. It begins right after this short break, so don't go anywhere on the Bowl Show. Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Drinkwise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise, and Aero Bowls. We are here at the Moama Bowls Club for the first semi-final of the BPL21 tournament between the Geelong Jets and the Melbourne Pulse. Let's crack into the action.
Matty Flapper, of course, has been a BPL player himself, an outstanding BPL player. So I think that's a little bit of a good advantage. He's only just stopped playing since the Jets were introduced. So, he's really understands the concept of the game, what it's like to be a player out there. And I saw Paul Foster give him the nod that, yep, we're happy for the power play to go now. Really good communication between the coach and the players.
Really good, Snelly.
Fantastic opener.
Another good opener.
The quality in this game has really explained why it's 1 versus 2.
No, it's okay.
It's interesting seeing Aaron Wilson and Barry Lester play against each other. Barry's very particular in his delivery, really takes his time, sets himself up, thinks about it. And then Aaron Wilson, I'm not sure if he's got time at all to think. There's no time to think. He's on the mat and he's let it go.
Here we go, straight away.
Let's go. Let's go.
Tracking down the jack.
Yep.
And taking shot.
It just goes to show there's no right or wrong way to do it. For Barry, he needs to think a little bit more and poise himself, whereas, you know, if Aaron Wilson, you know, took his time, perhaps it might interfere with his thoughts. So as a player, you work out what works best for you and you go with it.
Barry loved it off the mat.
Run there, in there.
He's
Tracking it
confident.
down.
Really good, Barry. Hang on now. Hang on.
Oh, it's a goodie.
Got one. You're still playing to that, though. Yeah. End on Barry's last. Jack yourself.
Well, it's just going to go under. It's not going to change the head. We'll leave it up to the skips now.
Good, guys. Come on, Gary. Come on.
Gary Kelly still interested.
One.
Some movement again into the favour of
Play
Geelong.
to the team, mate. Pick your side.
It's such a tight head. There's Paul Foster, he can't really draw another, so get to a good home. Just got to sneak around.
Can't quite.
That's your best. Come on there. Get on to me. Goes through the hole or sort of stays around. She'll still make a couple.
Bit more weight from Gary Kelly.
Yeah, he needs it to hold on.
Another one in there. One on the tee, mate. Get the second one on the tee.
Make sure you visit Aero Bowl's website to configure a 3D model of your Aero Bowl with your own logo.
Go play, Fozzie. Come on. Ah, good. Weight's good.
Gary Kelly looking to make any type of contact, really. They've got plenty of bowls in there. Just got to find the right line.
Come on, guys. Come on.
It's a lot closer this time.
It's the crash.
Was it enough?
Come on.
Barry Lester watching at home.
Nice, you've got one. Very, very close. Good shot. Come on, touch it. Good way about luck is what it is.
Be a measure. It's one to come for Paul.
Doesn't get much tighter than this, does it? This head is absolutely unreal.
Very cool.
Very tightly packed.
Hurry up.
Well, it goes. Oh, God, it's just fallen out. You see a tape measure here.
Good confidence shown from either side. Unlikely to roll over the wrong way.
It's a very impressive effort.
Too close. I was going to touch stuff, but I didn't want to touch it.
But it's too close for the players to work it out, so we'll see the umpire come out.
Jets power play could be 1 double to 2, or they're headed to the 5th end, down 4.
Yeah, the result of this is humongous in the context of this first set.
Coming down to the calipers. Some serious fine motor skills, Carla.
Yeah, it's got to have a steady hand. Can't pick it. It looks awfully close. Oh, one of the Jets.
That is crucial for Geelong. And it means the scoreline 3-2 heading into the final end. The Pulse pull their power play. That's not going to be a factor.
We're going to take a quick break here on the Bowl Show, but stick around for more action on the other side. Welcome back to the Bowl Show. All thanks to DrinkWise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise, and Aero Bowls. Let's get back into the Bowls action.
It's been crucial, hasn't it? Geelong Jets, they might have lost the first 3 ends, but they were only singles. So the game hadn't got away from them. Aaron Wilson, what a start.
It's just shot for shot at the moment. Over to Baz. Backhand draw to begin.
This is the first time we've got to look at this ditch-to-ditch length that Aaron Wilson loves so much. The Pulse have been controlling the mat. This could be the key difference that they've needed.
Needs to stay up and does.
It does, yeah. That's well played by Aaron. There's the jack at this stage is only going to move back with his first ball being right in front of it. So really disciplined playing by Aaron Wilson, knowing just got to get past with your second. Jack's only going to go one place.
A great line, slides by, and a toucher.
That's a fair correction by Barry.
Anything on your own. Let's go.
Geelong crowd loving it. Knocks out the Pulse Bowl. Disco's been the conductor for the crowd tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a character, Disco, and we've seen him being a little bit tame so far this event. So finals night, opportunity for him to get up and about a little bit. Being in the lead roles probably kept him a little bit more composed. And
come on, hurry for me, hurry for me.
2 seconds.
Keep spinning, keep spinning.
Doesn't answer the call.
Yeah, just needed a little touch more. He's drawn another second shot though, so that will give Gary Kelly a couple more options.
Go off-road and off-grid in total luxury with Titanium Caravans.
Foster just missing the weight on this one.
Can't sort of play, can't play cute weight. Don't want him staying on the green in the back somewhere to touch up. You run it out your backhand.
Backhand, big weight. Gary Kelly looking to get that shot ball out of there. Going to collect the front. Well, it's got that out of his way, so maybe more helpful for his next two bowls.
One. Yep. That's second shot on the tee.
Doesn't quite block things up.
Look, you got to get rid of it. Any hand or weight you like, but backhand, ours is more protected.
So we're going to see Gary Kelly run again. Hold on. Oh, he's collected the jack as well. So it's collected the back bowls, so I think they might have got shot out of this.
Touch on the ditch, mate. Back there.
They've got the respot. Spot on.
It's advantage of playing really big solid weight. You know, you can collect bowls as you go through, and it sort of cleared out all those Jets bowls on its way through.
Last chance for the set for the Jets.
Paul. Paul.
In behind it as well from Paul. He's got the jack.
That is a ripper shot.
Into the drink. Geelong was shot, and that will be very tough to beat.
He right on the nose. Couldn't have got that any sweeter.
Disco loving it. Jubilation
The nearest is the one under the
in the
six.
stands.
That's right, yep.
You couldn't count this out, could you?
It's a tough ask for Gary Kelly here. Trying and get second shot even. The best he can do is get second shot. Just gonna miss. Well,
Geelong take the set with 3. He trailed the whole way.
Stick around for more action on the Bowl Show after the break. Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Drinkwise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise and Aero Bowls. Let's head back out to the rink.
One from it.
yeah, not going to change anything. Gets them on the board, gets them the mat back as well. You can dictate the length again.
Third end that the Jets have won, and the first of this second set. They cut the margin to 3 shots with a couple of ends remaining. Clive, we've got a special guest, Aaron Sheriff, with you to take us home.
I do, Liam, and I was just looking at the benches, and they both sat there. I reckon, Aaron Sheriff, I reckon they were just working out who was going to play their power play then, which one was going to fire.
Yeah, obviously most guys like to, or most teams, sorry, would like to use their power play when they've got last bowl. So I think, yeah, whoever lost that end was going to fire away with the power play, and we see the Pulse use it now.
I thought so. It just seemed like there was a little bit of thought, a little bit of to and fro there to see which way around it was going to be.
Yeah, well, it could be what decides this match. It's been an incredible quality.
What a standard.
Amazing standard.
This way down last end, well, I think we had about 5 bowls within an inch of the jack at one stage. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and as we were just talking about before off air, Pulse have changed it up a little bit. Normally Barry plays the second set, Ellen plays the first, but they switched that around. And whether it was the matchups of Disco and Barry in the first set, and then Jamie and Els in the second set, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's something we haven't seen from the Pulse throughout the tournament. Great track here.
She's been so good when she's come into these matches off the bench.
Beautiful shot.
Just the key for the bench player, and sometimes it is the same player throughout the tournament, if that's working, which clearly it has been for the Jets, is just to try and not miss the trick when the substitute comes in. And Jamie Lee's been so good in this tournament. Yeah,
she's a pretty cool character, you know, doesn't seem to get too flustered. And that's what you need, someone that's going to come in halfway through a game and, you know, just be nice and relaxed and easy going. And
how confident can she be with this last bowl now? Ellen Fife's put one jack high. There's a trail of the jack that's useful for Jamie Lee as well. Work off her own even, cover it up.
Yep, she's definitely given it a good chance and looking to maybe sit that bowl. Yeah.
Would have loved to just turn a fraction more and sit and stay. Didn't quite. It's been a warm afternoon, Aaron. It's just starting to cool down a little bit more now, but I'm pretty sure it's been hard work out on the rink. It's been very, very warm.
Yeah, today's been the hottest day. Probably been fortunate, you know, adding all the extra games in, and if it had been like last year, I think every day was about 38. So you know, we've been blessed with some cooler conditions, but yeah. I suppose it's only right on finals night that things heat up, eh? So,
definitely t-shirt and shorts weather, that is for sure.
That's right, yeah. Disco's it's on a pretty good track here. It's all about the weight. It's definitely up.
Just needs it to turn a fraction.
And work off Jamie.
You got it solid.
Yeah.
Any sort of turn there and that would have come in behind the jack. Now I've noticed you've landed your hotel room key on the table. No, we won't say which hotel because we don't want you inundated, right? But room number 1, they knew who they were dealing with, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it might have been a stitch up from Big Kev, chucking me in room number 1.
No chance you're in room 13 or 25 or anything like that. It's room number 1.
Well, if we're staying there again next year, it won't be room 1. That's very unlucky, that room. Oh, Gaz is on a good track. What's he got?
Certainly is. Shot goal.
Just not quite enough, but it's another one in a good area.
Just needed to go one more turn, but it didn't. Sits in there still for one to the Jets. The Jets have been incredible. First set, they're now 20.5 wins out of 23 attempts. Ridiculous.
Absolutely. What have we got here? Oh, that's not a bad result. This guy's done well there. He's got a little touch just to tighten up that head. Yeah, no, look, just watching what's been happening around the greens and that sort of thing, and, you know, Disco obviously has been leading up pretty solid. Paul, he's really found his feet in the second event. You know, he was solid enough in the first event, but I think he's come here with a point to prove that he belongs, and we all know he does, and he's proven it to everyone at home that Paul Foster's the real deal, and he's been phenomenal this event, and I'd be very surprised if he wasn't at least in the MVP team, sorry mate, but yeah, if he was he wouldn't look out of place as the MVP, that's for sure.
About to say exactly the same. It'll be a shock if his name is not read out a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But we've got plenty to play out yet. The Hawks are waiting for the team that's unfortunate enough to lose this very high quality affair.
Yeah, I think Jamie's looking there. Just go switching to forehand. Probably wants to potentially count, but if he misses on a high line, it won't be a bad thing.
Remembering this is a Pulse power play.
Has he got pace to get there. His track's pretty good.
Just going to come up.
Got to hurry. Got to hurry. Oh, he's on the perfect line. Hasn't really affected the head too much, I don't think. So still a pretty tough shot here for Gaz.
And he really, jack movement's not great, especially if it goes the wrong way. So I think we'll be seeing just trying to just flat out draw the shot.
Yeah, it's looking that way. Ellen's calling. The way Ellen called that shot, it looks like it's just going to be a draw.
Last bowl of the end. Last bowl of the second last end.
Yes, he's on the
second
draw.
set.
He's reasonable. He's definitely carrying some weight though.
Yeah, the pace is going to be the issue
He's
here.
going to get down to the bowl.
On the outside of it.
Well, power play nullified, and then that gives the Jets the opportunity to play theirs now.
Stick around for more action on the Bowl Show after the break. Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to DrinkWise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise and Aero Bowls. We now head back to our competitors on the green.
Sometimes a drawn set, you still try and win the set. They won't be doing that this time. A drawn set will put them through to the grand final. So it's almost a mini tiebreak right now.
Absolutely. They've gone T to T again. Won the end T to T in this direction last time. So after a little bit of chatter between the bench and the players, they've agreed to go this length, which is it's something we don't see a lot of, is the coaches and the bench getting involved in the calls. But I think it should happen a lot more.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Look, the opportunity's there. There's not huge opportunities because of that shot clock pressure that's there. But if you're on the ball, there is time to spend a few seconds just plotting out the final tactics.
Well, sometimes in these fast formats, oh, wow, what a great start, Ellen. Let's put the Jets under the pump now. But Jamie's first bowl's right on the respot. Let's not forget that. So, giving her first bowl a chance has still kept them in the end, even though that beautiful bowl there from Ellen.
Just another element to consider at the BPL. Not far away from just giving this a little open up, just passes underneath.
Yeah, so in this fast format, it's sometimes you get caught up in the moment in the game, and the coach sitting there watching it from the sidelines can be a little bit more composed and give you some feedback whether, this direction you've been losing the T to T, and maybe try a different length or something like that. So it's always good to have that coach interaction.
Things move so fast when you're out in the rink. You can end up at the last end of a set and almost not even realise things move so quickly.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, well, there's been a couple of times where matches have been won and lost with players miscounting or not realising it was the last end, thinking they had one more to go, and that's just the way the format's set up. Switch your hand. Yeah,
it's under. Jamie Lee's already turned her back on that one, so.
As I say, it's on the green. It could catch a crumb any old time, so who knows, with a ricochet or a bounce or something that may end up the shot yet.
We do see a few of them. We have had a jack come forward already in this evening. Not a long way, but it came forward a couple of feet. Ellen has come up with another great shot here and passes so that it doesn't set up a target.
No, it's perfect.
But the spot still belongs to the Jets. Interesting to see Aaron Wilson's choice of shot here. Does he go on the attack straight away? Does he play the more landing sort of draw, just reaching to it?
I think last time he come down here, he played a nice little arriving shot, trailed the jack with his first, so he's probably looking down there something similar again, and he's in the area. He's definitely stalking.
He's very close.
Getting down.
Just on the outside. Well.
Has that pushed that to the spree spot now?
Has. So that is almost the worst result he could have got with that shot. That may commit him now to having to land the bowl. I think you'll find Gary Kelly will be going nowhere near the tee. He'll be quite happy with the way that's sitting at the moment.
Yeah, I think I just Ellen gesture, maybe trying to just drop inside the Jets bowls there past the jack. Still count to cover those in case. Jets, because it is only 2 that they need, they do have the kill, nominate kill up their sleeve. They would lose their power play. But because it is only 2 to get, maybe that could become an option. Yeah. Disco's looking for a similar shot here.
He wasn't far away with the first. He's in behind it again.
He's got a hold.
Just missed on the other side, I think.
Hold.
Just dropped under. Not a bad home movement of Jack with that sort of weight. At least that's a bit of insurance. If his bowl doesn't go through with the Jack, perhaps the Jack finds its way to that back bowl.
You see Gaz switch hands and go straight to cover that bowl.
Almost drawing to exactly that bowl, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So it's a bit of cat and mouse now, this end. Pulse are looking really good.
He's done it very well. That might be a more favourable angle as to where the Jack could go.
And
it's hard to read. Depends how much of the Jack.
All their timeouts.
Decisions.
Well,
they do have.
It's hard to tell the angles, but just where that bowl of Gary's is finished, you know, he just goes to drive and hit the Jack. He could have squeezed that across.
They do have the confidence that it's not exactly game on the line here, Aaron. They've got the safety, if you like, of a one-hand tiebreak.
Yeah. Trying to play the shot again. On a reasonable track.
Needs it to hold on.
Yeah, he's just under it again, is he?
It's trying to hold on. It's trying to hold on. Just misses.
What an effort. Tiebreak, here we come.
Yes, no chance that Gary Kelly will be playing that last bowl. The Pulse take the last end of the second set, and with such a quality match, it really couldn't have ended either way other than a tie break.
Absolutely.
Feels very fitting that we are going to go to one end and decide who gets their first place in the grand final. Looks like it'll be the Jets to play first.
And we're getting Disco down here to run the Jack in, or what?
Well, the mat's going up the rink.
Yep, the mat's up. Look at Jamie. Jamie's going to have a crack.
Jamie to have a go. Well, across BPL21, it has been the female players that have been getting jacks in the ditch. Dawn Heyman, Catherine Rednall.
Yeah.
Is this what we think it is? Yes.
Oh,
that looks to be just underneath.
Oh, what an effort.
Wow.
Be interesting to see how this plays out now, whether...
I think Ellen will play the draw.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You often don't see the team that's playing last play that, because they feel like they've got their advantage in having last bowl.
That's for sure. The only thing is, though, I guess it's one of those scary moments where you've seen their aggression, you go up to try and draw the shot, plonk one Jack high, and then boom, and well, she's lost the bowl.
They're not going to back in again, I don't think. Oh, are they?
They're going again, Paul.
They are going again.
Paul's just looked up. He's pretty keen to have a crack at that, but Jamie's a lot
closer. It's slightly wider. This is close. How much of it? Caught the edge.
She's really taken Disco out as well.
How has it stayed? No, it's gone out of bounds.
It's gone out of bounds. It's on the re-spot, and she's got the best back now, and holding one with the bowl in the ditch.
Well, even in that situation, we now know how far away that bowl is. It's just over a metre.
That's right. No, wrong re-spot, mate.
Yeah.
Well,
so the Jack goes on the re-spot mark, which is a metre from the ditch. So we know that bowl is just over a metre because there's a slight angle there.
Ellen's tighter.
Barry's calling for it to slow down a little.
It does get a little bit quicker down that end, especially on the forehand. Well played. That's a great shot.
Thank you. On it. Come on, time to draw it.
The Jets backed in Jamie Lee.
Draw shot.
Very, very nearly.
Go get it.
Got the job done perfectly. Just snipped the Jack.
Disco's giving him the option whether he wants to play it. Paul
needs just to pull up.
He can always pull up on that back bowl, can he, or not? No. Such a touchy end, this one. He's been on the bench, you know, for the whole set, and then comes out.
got to play, well, it's 22 metres now, isn't it? But
Yeah, but I suppose for anyone that's watched Paul on YouTube or seen any of his games, he does like to play this shorter length a lot.
he does. They don't play 22 metres very often.
No, they don't. No, they don't. But, you know, it's generally Matt back short that he plays. Matt right back on the tee and the short jack. But, yeah, no, he definitely likes this shorter length. So.
Of course, internationally, 23 metres is the minimum length that they can play.
It's a good track.
Has he adjusted the weight?
Is he getting down for this?
He looks a touch uncertain as it's coming home.
Jeez, that is a touchy little hand, that, isn't it? He
Certainly
gave that nearly
is.
nothing.
Not quite sure whether he's got shot or not.
You're not off the jack.
It's a measure. The umpire's called the measure there.
Barry Lester loves a big moment.
Yes.
You'll know early whether he thinks it's good.
I think we got a few of the boys at home watching this. If Barry draws a front toucher, I'm sure we'll hear all about this at Premier League tomorrow.
He's very close.
But no, he's let the boys down.
Oh, the line was perfect. It's come up short.
For such a high quality game, it just shows you how nervous this power play is. You know,
Sure.
all the guys have been all over it all game, and the pressure of the tie break. Sorry, and then Disco.
Aaron Wilson likes this.
How's he going here?
He's all over it.
How good is he?
He's all over it.
He's real
Disco.
good.
Disco says, I want to get into the grand final.
Man for the moment, isn't he?
Sat alongside it. So Gary Kelly will like his chances. Remember that the Jets have got a toucher in the ditch back there as well. So the jack moves. There is a toucher in the ditch waiting for it.
What a great shot.
Commonwealth Games singles champion Aaron Wilson delivers. Gary Kelly.
It's on the attack, but has he got some front stuff there, or he's through
Going
clean?
right through the gap.
Oh, it's a bad result getting through there without touching anything.
Rip it off, kill it.
The two gents that played Commonwealth Games gold medal match have a bowl left each to play. What does Aaron Wilson do with this?
Well, I'm never a big fan of the blocker. I think he's got to try and go in and turn that head. Try and draw another one, shut the head down completely.
Take the sit shot away from Gary
He's on
Kelly.
a great track. If he's there, he's perfect.
Oh, wow. How's the weight? No, it's not quite there. No, he then went looking for the blocker.
Well, yeah, that's true. But if you try and play the ball, he's better off trying to just draw the shot. He has sort of narrowed the line down a little bit.
Also taken the likelihood of Gary Kelly pushing the pulse bowl up there because the angle's changed.
Absolutely. So he's played the right shot, delicate draw, on a good line. He has narrowed down the target zone there, and he's changed the angle off the front one. So he would have loved to have drawn a front noser and shut the head completely down, but that's second prize. So
here we go.
Big game.
This is for a spot in the BPL21 Grand Final. The Jets hold that spot.
I reckon he plays it.
Aaron Sheriff says Gary Kelly gets it. It's going to need to start bending. It's going to need to get down.
No, I've put the mop on.
It's just outside it. And I guess you could say fittingly with the week that they've had, the Jets are the first team to book themselves a place in the grand final. Who could deny them, Aaron Sheriff?
Well, they've been the hottest team all week. It's only fair that they are in the final, but now it's Pulse's turn to put all that behind them and take on the Hawks to get to that final. So it's the beauty of finishing top two is getting the second chance. Now they need to make the most of that.
That's going to be the challenge for the Pulse now, to regroup, forget about the disappointment of that one, and get out there against the Hawks and get the job done. Aaron Wilson is the man. Thank you, Aaron Sheriff.
Thank you. Enjoy your night.
We've got Aaron Wilson down there with Lindsay Clark, and the Geelong Jets are into the grand final.
They are, Clive. He is the man, although there's two of the mans because you both played amazing, as did Jamie Lee. The first team into the grand final. How does it feel?
Over the moon. Look, we've had a great week so far, but we all know it's a start again sort of routine, and to get the win there, it's a big one. Geelong Jets in the final.
It's amazing, Brosy. Tell us about the quality of that game. The standard was so high with both of the teams.
100%. It just flowed and flowed. Pulse played unbelievable. Posey played a cracker to win the first set, and yeah, a brilliant finish, I guess, in that respect. But yeah, look, it's not over yet. We'll wait now for the next winner, and hopefully you get another win.
One more to go, Brovsy. All the best to you and the Jets. Enjoy the rest.
Go the Jets.
Well, what a match that was. Join us on the other side of the break for the Bowl Show Awards. Back soon. Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Bowls Australia and powered by Drinkwise and Aero Bowls. And Val, the Geelong Jets powered through to their first BPL Grand Final in only their second event. It was incredible. They're called the Jets, and it sounded like there was a jet taking off every time that crowd went up.
I've gone deaf. I can't actually hear what you just said, Jordan. They were that loud, but no, it was great. It was an unreal event for the Jets. You know, they brought the fans, they brought the noise. Disco and Paul Foster firing. Like, it's just, where else would you rather be than Moama when those two are on song?
Yeah, incredible. Incredible scenes, and we're going to relive the best bits right now with our Bowl Show Awards, starting off with the play of the day, all thanks to Titanium Caravans, off-road and off-grid in total luxury. What was the play of the day from this incredible final?
Paul Foster's drive to win the opening set. When this went off, the roof at Moama went off, Jordan. It was unreal. You know, they were 3-0 down, and you know, eventually they arrested the momentum to take the opening set, and you could tell how much they loved it. Paul, you know, settled in really nicely after what he considered a subpar debut BPL at BPL20. It wasn't bad, but yeah, the way that he played and the way that he rectified things and sorted things out at BPL21, you know, this is the fruits of his labour, so an amazing performance.
And now for the moment of the match, all thanks to Drinkwise. You won't miss a moment if you drink wise. What was the moment of the match, Val?
Well, this from Disco to set up the win, you know, he's an absolute star. We love Aaron Wilson and we love when he's on song, and he's got such a passion for the Bowls Premier League. And, you know, this draw here to set up the win, it's just spectacular in every single way, and the Jets, they deserve their spot in the grand final. They really do. They've been almost unbeatable throughout this entire competition, so let's see who will play them next week.
Yep, we'll find out in our next edition, but a great story, the Geelong Jets into the final. That's all we have time for today, but make sure to check out the entire Aero Bowls collection, including their Actuality logo. Personalise your set of Aero Bowls with any logo you wish. Aero's patented process prints onto your bowl permanently in full colour. With the Geelong Jets booked into the BPL21 final next week, we'll see if it will be the Melbourne Pulse, hoping to bounce back from today's final, or the Gold Coast Hawks, who will face the Jets in the big final in a couple of weeks from now. Thank you again for being with us today, Val. A pleasure.
My pleasure, Jordan.
And we'll see you again next time on The Bowl Show. The Bowl Show would not be possible without the generous support of Drinkwise. You won't miss a moment if you drink wise. OMF, sleep deeper, recover faster, perform stronger. Wake up refreshed, energised and ready to dominate every game. Audica, your hearing is our expertise. Right at home, the right care right at home. Australia's premier in-home care provider. Titanium Caravans, service your caravan with the industry leaders, Titanium Caravans. Aero Bowls, the same line every time. And of course, Bowls Australia.